Today we bring to you 8 major rites of passage practices in Africa. But first, what is rites of passage? Well, this is an act someone must do in order to join or be classified as member of a group or organization on an official basis. Many cultural passage rites mark the transition from one phase of life into another. So here are 8 rites of passage practices that highlight traditional African ways of life. Before we go ahead, kindly subscribe to this channel if you're new and turn on our notifications so you can always get notified each time we drop a video. Stay tuned. Acquiring cattle. In many cultures, cows play an important role. In India, for example, many people consider cows to be sacred. In Africa, they also play an important role in proving you can provide for a family. In the Bantu-speaking tribes of South Africa, Swaziland and Zimbabwe, a man must work for his father until he can grow a substantial herd of cows. Only then can he be qualified to get married. Unfortunately, this has caused men to have to wait until their 40s to finally find an official wife and has left many women waiting. Bull jumping. In Omo Valley, Ethiopia, when a young man is of age to get married, he must first prove he is dexterous and deft. He does this by undressing and running naked over the backs of a line of prize bulls 4 times. If a person successfully completes this initiation ritual, he passes into manhood and will be allowed by his community to marry. Circumcision. In Eastern Cape, South Africa, Xhosa boys who are becoming men are circumcised without an anesthetic. They are then sent away to live in the bush in a structure made by their elders for up to about 2 months with only a blanket and a few other supplies. This traditional practice, as with others in this list, has come upon criticism in modern times as sometimes the circumcisions are botched, leaving the lives of the young men in danger. Traditionally, the practice of sending youth out of the community as they enter adulthood is meant to be used to educate them about their new roles in the group as adults. Fattening rooms. In contrast with Western ideals of beauty, in Nigeria, being obese as a woman is considered highly attractive. It is thought that only people who are well off can afford to feed their wives a lot of food. An overweight woman is considered to be a sign of both wealth and health for her and her husband. But most people are not naturally as fat as rich men in this area of the world would like. In order to compensate for the difference and add some pounds before their wedding day, brides-to-be of the wealthy are sent off to fattening rooms. Here they are fed large amounts of food, and they basically eat, sleep and pass the time. Women can spend 6 months in fattening rooms, living transformed for their new lives of luxury. Sexual cleansing. Adolescent girls in Africa, just as boys, undergo rites of passage into adulthood. Unfortunately, some of these are abusive. In Malawi's southern region, girls can be sent from their villages to a camp to be taught how to please their future husbands in bed by older women in the community. Upon return to their communities, they are encouraged to have sex with men in order to complete their initiation, even at the age of 10. This is called sexual cleansing by those who encourage it. And in regions where it is practiced, it is a deeply entrenched tradition that has lasted generations, largely due to the fact that so much of the population lives beneath the poverty line, and encouraging the girls to have intercourse and get married is a way for families to cut down on costs. Female circumcision. Sadly, in some African cultures, as well as some in the Middle East, female circumcision is performed as a rite of passage into adulthood. The practice is illegal, but groups like the Maasai in Kenya are still known to practice it. The act involves cutting off parts of the clitoris, or even all of the external genitalia of an adolescent girl. Obviously, this is extremely painful and can result in lifelong complications that can be deadly and lead to infertility as well as complications during childbirth. But more and more women in these communities are being educated about the dangers of this practice. Courtship dances. Some tribes like the Wadabe of Niger have men dress up and wear makeup to attract the attention of female judges. This is done as part of an annual festival that has men dance for the women and show their teeth. Those with the best moves, the fanciest dress, and the whitest eyes and teeth are said to have the best chance of finding a mate or spouse. Flogging. Strangely enough, some groups also whip their men into adulthood. The Fulani people of Nigeria are said to flog young men to prove how brave and tough they are and how much pain they can really endure. Following the flogging ceremony, which takes in a public ring, those who did well are allowed to marry the person of their choosing. Like every region, Africa is full of many diverse cultures with different traditions and beliefs. And an extension to this reality is the fact that some of these initiation rites are dangerous and controversial, and others not so. With awareness and education, those with the potential for harm can one day be put to an end. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you've not done that yet. Give this video a like, feel free to comment and share. Thanks for watching.